There we go. God, I love that old PlayStation booting up noise. Gotta lower the volume. I love that opening song, though. They kept that from the first one. And a happy birthday to Gomper, who requested this for their birthday. What's going on, JJ Studios? All these new characters. Right? The OG PlayStation booting up sound. Baked into my just baked into my brain. There is the giant flesh man with the cannon for a mouth. I think what bugged me about this is Parasite Eve is such a, I want to say a small scale and intimate experience. You know, it's the story of Ava kind of discovering her past, dealing with this threat that takes over New York City. And this one, it takes that and like it's global. Like there's satellites, there's giant monsters. Now that the first game didn't have giant monsters, we fought a T-Rex in the first game after all. September 4th, 2000, 8:18 p.m. Miss Center, Los Angeles. September 2000. What'd you make me read those other things for? Come on. Nearly 3 years have passed since the tragic loss of life during the incident in Manhattan. Since then, I've quit the force to become an MMC hunter based in LA. I caught the creatures as they headed west from New York. We never saw any of the mutant mitochondria that created Eve again. The creatures' numbers were dwindling. The end of my struggle was in sight. Mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. What's going on, Joe? Until one chilly, late summer evening. Whoa, no, you're not, don't shoot her! Couldn't trust her. She owed me money. What's the matter, Raya? Got something against little girls? I'm just not in the zone today. Well, I had enough for now. No, I want to kill more little girls. Let's do it. Music. Crazy King, ambush, pick up the gauntlet. I mean, Crazy King? Sell me on ambush. Okay. Alright. Well, pick up the gun. That one. Choose your weapon. Okay. Level 1, please. Back to basics, eh? Nav systems up. Program start. Press square to search for a target. Take aim when a target appears. Press square once more to aim at a target. Shoot the target, R1 to fire. Select a different target, press square to switch. If you're carrying extra rounds and your magazine runs out, fire a weapon and reload. By attaching ammo to your armor, you can choose when to reload your magazine. Press start to open the attachments window. What if I just shoot without logging on? Quick change targets by pressing left or right while holding square. No! Can I manually reload? No. Reload! A wildly different combat system from the first game. Quick! Mr. Blind Man, Mr. Baby. Did I do good? Oh Lord, the tank controls. I remember now. We're going back to the past. Gotta love the music in this game, though. Rifles and shotguns are stored in this rack. Copy of Know Your NMCs. NMCs is the abbreviation for neo-mitochondrian creature. NMCs are organisms with modified mitochondria. Mitochondria are the cellular organs responsible for creating energy. They're the powerhouse of the cell, if you will. Some articles about mist and the creatures we call NMCs. Body decays in a second. Bigfoot in LA. These are all tabloid headlines. People don't know that NMCs really exist. It's tough keeping it all inside, but mist is mist. And rules are rules. It's like, how did you go from New York basically was an apocalyptic scenario? Everyone was either evacuated or dead, clearly in the news, to like, alright, we got it under cover. It's been 3 years, and we're tracking them across the country. They got every kind of ammunition used by mist hunters here. We're just not allowed to take anything outside the practice range. We have to fight monsters with, like, sticks. Ba-doo, boo, ba-doo, doo. Some photos from the shooting competition a while back. First place, Rupert Broderick. He's a hunter too. He requested a transfer to miss from his previous assignment. Everyone says he's here because the NMCs killed his daughter. Usually he's pretty quiet, reserved. But get him with an NMC and he's a wild man. No wonder nobody wants to be his partner. Same with me because of my powers, my parasite energy. I always hunt alone. I try not to show others. I've seen the fear in their eyes. Yeah, you can do magic in a world without magic. Mitochondria Investigation and Suppression Team. Usually abbreviated as MIST. This is the department where I've been assigned. Sir? I understand. Right away. Pierce. That was Hal, I presume? Bullseye. Looks like the doo-doos really hit the fan. At the Acropolis Tower downtown. The Acropolis Tower? I just went to the clearance sale there last week. Oh, that was her talking. Not on the roof, I bet. Hal wants... Supervising Agent Baldwin wants you to go there 10 minutes ago. Take the DeLorean, use time travel. This really does involve NMCs, right? Actually, it's just a big sale. Last time I checked out, a creature sighting. It was just a salesman in a fluffy chicken suit. No such luck this time. They've already called in SWAT. All right already. I'm going. Whatever there's NMCs, there I am. Okay, Aya, just don't get cocky. Okay, bye. Handgun rack. This is where they store pistols. Ba, ba, ba. Is that my Mistmobile? Wait, do we have our own gas pumps in here? It's kind of wild. Somebody left a drink here. They must have forgotten it. You've gotten 5-hour energy. Nothing I need here. Pierce's SUV. He is quite the outdoorsman, really. This is good for off-roading. I'll take my caddy. Everyone else is using leaded gas at this time. What's going on, alias? My car. I have to get ready first. Whoa. What's that entail, game? I'll leave once I'm ready. Old video games. Maybe I need guns? We probably need guns. Hiya, Aya! Use your BP here to arm and equip yourself. Just woke up, your sleep schedule is very wonky. I'll say. It's 11:15 p.m. where I am. I know you're a couple of hours behind, but still. That's right backwards, my friend. But no judgment. I used to be that way all the time. Does MP stand for mitochondria points? Probably. Bring along some tablets too, just in case. What'll it be? What are BP? Battle points. You must be really wiped out. BP stands for bounty points, of course. They're kind of like bonus hunters like yourself can earn. You receive credits depending on the type of NMC you hunt. Yeah, it's like, time is a flat fucking circle. It's an illusion. It is a myth made up by other people. If you're getting your shit done and you're alive, who cares, right? Be awake when you're awake, be asleep when you're asleep. Clearly, MP is mitochondria points. Mitochondrian points, yes, we're actually Jedis. Can I see a list? I have 200. I can afford nothing. Every gun uses a certain caliber of ammo, colored boxes, duh. Game, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to get ready? Can I go in my car now? Well, hey buddy, you're here to tell me how to get ready, right? I'm ready. Great, open the gate. Watch yourself out there. September 4th, 2000, 8:56 p.m. Acropolis Tower, Los Angeles. Oh my God! Well, shit. Alright, who failed at parking their goddamn helicopter? Oh, camera. So much blood, a SWAT member. Oh my gosh! That was advanced technology for this period of time. I'm with the FBI, MIST unit.
Miss? Alright, you're cleared for entry. Go right in. I just watched several of my partners die.
What's the situation?
Situation? It's out of control. We had a team on the roof before we lost contact. And now our helicopter's down. Military better get in here soon.
We don't need a military. We have me. Ava Brea. Love the pixel jitter, yeah. Surely they're gonna give me a run button sooner or later. Some crazy sick runs to Slay the Spire 2, nice. I was just playing that with Mr. Clancy. That was the helicopter. Sad, no survivors. I just want everyone to appreciate, like, this is a PlayStation 1 game, but how much effort they've put into just like, alright, we need that ass to really move. Like, sir, this computer can handle like 16 polygons. I don't care. Special Agent Brea, FBI. What's the situation on the roof? Well, SWAT team went in about 10 minutes ago. But we seem to have lost contact.
Any civilians inside?
They've already been evacuated. They were yelling about creatures.
I see, thank you.
Be careful in there. Oh, these camera pans. Sergeant, an FBI agent just entered the building.
That hunter from Mist.
Miss Sergeant?
Haven't you heard of them? Damn rookies. They're monster hunters.
But sir, hasn't that been established to be kind of like a hush-hush thing?
They formed after the New York blockade incident 3 years ago.
I really like the Regents and Necrobinder. We just had a fun run where I was Necrobinder, Mr. Clancy was the Regents. I can run! It's so quiet, hard to believe anything happened here. An emergency exit. Oh. Oh, God. My God. This was SWAT? The stench of gunpowder and blood. Bodies lying on top of each other. SWAT's the best, and still. Guess they weren't that good. No one survived. No one survived this. It's a map of the rooftop. Shows the room layout. Nakatomi Plaza. I'll enter it in my GPS. Check with the select button. Well, that's ripped right from Resident Evil. I gotta say, I do appreciate the map system being added in. I see movement. Someone's alive. More of a Spider-Man blue than a SWAT blue. What was that? What was that little gremlin? No one survived. Agent Brea? You're there, good. This is Baldwin. What? SWAT? I see. Unusual for NMCs to do this kind of damage. We need more information. Just use sufficient caution. Where'd you go, you little gremlin? Wow, that is a speed to go down a flight of stairs. There's something on the bench. This bench? Is this a bench? SWAT ammunition round. Box filled with 9mm rounds. I'll just borrow some. They can have them back when they wake up from their naps. Hey bro, you okay? Extreme blood loss and trauma. His skin is still a little warm. Take his stuff? Rummage through his pockets? Yes. Go through that man's pockets. Going downstairs. Music left. We're gonna run into a monster. Oh my god! Stop making that man make the sound of a guard being shot and, Goldeneye, yes. Sorry, he came at me faster than I was ready for. Dude, your eye, you okay? FBI, everything's gonna be okay. What's out there? Not what they see. Oh. That is wholesale. The sound the guards in Goldeneye make when you shoot them like in the hand or their foot. Parthenon Cafe. Stolen wholesale here. There's falafel over the floor. Whoever was eating here, they must have left in a hurry. Can't imagine why. Chairs falling inside. Take the falafel. A gyro. Laugh. Go take the euro. This is a good restaurant. Guess I won't be needing reservations tonight. I don't believe this. It's locked. Greek food. Menu features photos of Greek food. Moussaka, chicken gyros, even terra masalada. What time is it? Was Pawnee awake yet? We're getting close to the time Pawnee would wake up. If she's here, she needs to let me know about this food. Won't open. Must be locked from the other side. Rotate. For my run I just had with Clancy as the Necrobinder, I had, might as well up my ammo before I leave, right? I had a nice thing going on where I just, if I play a power card, it makes another card in my hand free. My deck was half power cards. I had 1 billion cards to increase my card draw and my energy, and I just cycled through my deck over and over. It was fun. It was a good run.
Freeze.
Oh, voiced. Don't shoot, FBI! You hurt?
No, nothing serious. I'll be okay.
Where's the rest of the SWAT team?
Didn't you see them? Those things that killed everyone.
Everyone?
Oh, except this lady, a civilian. She didn't make... wasn't wounded. You gotta go save her, please.
Could read some of that in time. Where is she?
Probably still in the cafeteria. Please.
Thanks, buddy.
Watch your back.
Don't tell me to wash my back. It's clean. Necrobinder feels a little OP almost. With the fact that like you could basically store shielding in the form of your little hand's HP, I could see that, yeah. Alright, we got the key for the cafeteria. Pet, pet, pet. Pet, pet, pet. Stairs are dangerous. You gotta make sure you go down them very slowly. Hold on a second. You can see an escalator in there. Automatic door won't open. Electricity's been turned off. Something ripped through his polymer vest and disemboweled him. Such incredible power. Went down the wrong staircase, didn't I? Yep. Locked from the other side. It's a Souls-like. Souls-like confirmed. Finally, we could try the Greek food in here. Ma'am, you're safe now. I'm with the FBI. I'm gonna get you out of here. Uh-oh. Brace yourself. A gnarly cutscene's about to happen. Ma'am, are you okay? Ma'am? That is a horse neigh. Ha ha ha! Well, fuck. Watch that cutscene's back. Based on your joke there, Zabatsu, have you seen the trailer for the Karen video game that's coming out? A scientific journal. It's open to a featured article on mitochondria. Never seen this type of creature before. Ah, there's some kind of metal implant behind the ear cavity. What's this? You may have noticed that thing that popped up. If you are emulating PlayStation stuff, you could actually... Get down! You could link the Duck Station to a website that has achievements. Well, there goes my bounty points.
You can have them. I've never seen this thing before. New species.
They can mimic human form.
What? It was disguised.
No, it transformed. Wounded SWAT officer asked me to come rescue her.
SWAT, if you say so, There's more of them. We're gonna need bigger guns. Hi, call Miss for backup now.
Right, watch yourself. Man, I love him. Rupert can handle this. I'll go call for backup. Juke him with the screen transitions. Yeah. No good. He's gone. Pyrokinesis. Combustion. Oh, right! In this one, for whatever reason, they split it up into, like, elements. So we have fire, water, earth, which involves antibody. We can also increase kinetic energy for bullets. And wind has plasma, which really should be in fire. Her powers have changed dramatically from the first game. Go back, take his armor, right? Why were you just leaving it there? You push the gun as you pull the trigger, making the bullet move faster. Listen, you have to curve the bullet.
A new species mimicking human form. I see. I'm sorry, but I can't send support. All our hunters are in the field. That's right. This may not be much help. But you have clearance to use any discarded weapons you find. Use them well, that's all. Agent Carradine is something transferring.
I heard what happened. What's up with those shape-changing NMCs? That implant you picked up might tell us a few things. Be sure to bring it back. But be careful, are you? Right? Listen, all you have to do is when you're shooting the gun, you gotta whip your hand around like in that movie Wanted. That's how you curve a bullet. You're telling me the only difference between me and a wizard is that I got this lame-ass mitochondria and they got the cool... Yeah, you need the sentient mitochondria. If you don't have those, you're kind of screwed. You think the patio's red because there's an item there? Let's see if we can clear the patio and make it not red. So item box here doesn't count. Go! Oh, it could be that there's enemies here, and that's why it's red. I really want a manual reload. Stop shooting me! Red means there's enemy. Alright. Good to know. That one has a fun haircut. Always cheese enemies. Alright, cafeteria should be clear. You know, the lack of random encounters is probably good. Probably good. Trays are scattered everywhere. Again, as a kid, I really liked 1 so much that I don't think I was able to appreciate changes and take this game on its own level. Not key item, just normal item here. Good idea to be topped off. Alright, the door right next to us we want to go through first. Another SWAT. He's soaked in blood. Tooth marks look human. Something here. You got pain relief. Deep fryer. Swollen fries float in the oil. A drink dispenser. An ampule inside. That's weird. Weird thing for a restaurant to have. Okay, okay. Alright. Another contained room. What's this? A key's hanging there. That's fun. There's just a box called Key Box. Filtered water cooler. What's weird for a restaurant to have? An ampule? Some sort of ampule. We don't know what they do. We have an unknown medicine bottle, an unknown tablet, an unknown spray can, an unknown ampule. What is this, the Binding of Isaac? A flashlight. Weird graffiti. This looks like a bit of a puzzle solution to me. There's a short musical score. Bridge? Maybe that's the song title. Wonder if it means anything. Hold on. I need to make a button for screenshot. SDL0. Because this is, again, like, in the vein of Resident Evil. Which means puzzles are going to be a thing. Oh! Serve a Wagyu steak by turning into a powder and blowing it in your mouth. Hey, there's Rupert. A SWAT member. Someone survived. What's that he's doing? No, we're currently in LA. The first game takes place in New York. LA would have those places. Oh, yeah. This is the blue key I just inserted. Now I gotta find another key, but we open up a new door. What's going on, Empires? Is this better than the first one? I really like the first number. The first number. Sorry, I'm reading Zabatsu's message at the same time. I really like the first game. Like, Parasite Eve 1 is one of my favorite games. As a kid, I didn't like Parasite Eve 2, and I didn't care for Third Birthday, or Second Birthday, whatever it's called. But again, I was playing those as a kid with, like, a chip on my shoulder about them not doing the first game justice. So hopefully now I'll appreciate 2 more on its own merits. Thank God we got the fountain working again. It's a different game. It is not the best example of that genre. It has a deep New Game Plus system. Are you talking about this, or are you talking about, is it Third Birthday or Second Birthday? I always forget the subtitle of 3. Parasite Eve 2? Do only required fights, skip cutscenes, like really just blaze through it that fast. Like, the quality of life stuff is nice. Does this have turn-based like the first? That's the thing. Like, what I didn't like about this as a kid is I really liked the merger of, like, survival horror and turn-based combat. And this one turns it into all real time. You have to do it that way to get a specific unlock. That's very, again, it felt like the first game. I like talking about the first game because, boy howdy, I know a lot about the first game. The first game, Resident Evil was doing very well, and Square Enix wanted their own, like, Resident Evil kind of game. And so they were working on Final Fantasy VII at the time. -10! Alright, going down the stairs is bad. Final Fantasy VII originally was going to take place in New York City. And at one point when they were changing their minds, they're like, well, let's not scrap what we worked on. They took what they built and they turned that into Parasite Eve. And they wanted it to be kind of Resident Evil-y, you know, you had your puzzles and your monsters, but they kept it as an RPG. And this feels like they're like, well, what if we get even more like Resident Evil? Like, it's Resident Evil except you have a lock-on system. But I really like the first one because the turn-based combat and, like, having the power to move around, you can still dodge attacks, but you have to work on your timing. Bait out an enemy's big attack before you do, like, a longer wind-up of your own. It was interesting. It was very unique. And as a kid, I was like, they got all the unique stuff and threw it away. Like, I've already played all the Resident Evils. I don't need another Resident Evil. There you go, we stole his body armor like you wanted. What's going on, Carrie? But again, maybe, coming at this now, I'll try and treat it exclusively as its own thing. Imagine a Parasite Eve on PlayStation 2. Second Birthday was on PSP, if I recall, right? Add non-pre-rendered backgrounds, third-person camera, this would be Resident Evil 4. Pretty much, like they were trying to be what Resident Evil 4 ended up being. Just with tank controls. Let me tell you, Empires, my dream would be you take the RE engine, like what we just saw with Resident Evil Requiem, one of the most gorgeous looking games I've ever played, And whoa, those are fun-looking fellows. Take Parasite Eve and remake it in the RE engine. Like, keep it turn-based, keep all the funkiness, but just have that gorgeous RE engine.
Very good.
You can even, like, let the player actually aim and stuff. That way you can, like, have specific body parts you could shoot. Doot, doot. But just keep the turn-based element. Like playing Minecraft with 4K shaders. I guess my gun does in fact have range. But yeah, like, unlocks for completion time is such a Resident Evil thing. His body armor's shredded. Started to worry about this. Hell yeah, submachine gun. I'm just gonna borrow this. Range. Oh, it's my Tonfa. Obviously, it goes way down. Range goes up. The rate of fire goes down? Is damage not a stat? Body armor. $9mm full metal jacket. Empires, thank you for the follow and welcome to Shake the Box family. Very happy to have you here. If you like Parasite Eve 1 and you're curious about the history of its development, I got a video for you. Exclamation mark YouTube will bring the YouTube link up. Exit. We're upgraded. Let's roll. Sanctuary is a dead end, so let's do Sanctuary first. Thanks, Mighty Odin. You owe me one. Save Rupert in the chapel. We just got an achievement. Ah, this guy. Freeze! Federal agent! Like, this game wanted to be Resident Evil so badly that we got, instead of the first game where it was like mitochondria having its own reawakening, Rupert, you're hurt. Hold on.
Don't worry about me.
What was that thing?
I was gonna ask you. Bastard jumped from the ceiling. You called for backup?
Backup's a no-go. Everyone's in the fields.
Well then, I guess you'll have to go after that thing.
God damn it, I can't believe today was field day and everyone was playing baseball. Right. Oh yeah, the first game's whole deal.
Be careful, Aya. I got a bad feeling about this.
First game is mitochondrial Eve coming to sentience and wanting to, like, elevate mitochondria. It's like its own thing, and we're connected to it because of an organ transplant way back when we were kids. And, like, they establish a nice, like, it happened once before in Japan, it could happen again. Like, sequels are easy to set up. Someone dropped a key here. Maybe that guy just now. Nice little skull on there. But instead, for Parasite Eve 2, They're like, well, what's Resident Evil got? All right, well, evil corporations that want to use, like, viruses as bioweapons. Question mark. This Nagita. Yeah, the Japan reference is a nice reference to the novel. Recapture's impossible. It's gotta be New York all over again. Yes, sir. All evidence will be destroyed. Miss won't be a problem, sir. Number 9 will create a diversion. My favorite PlayStation 1 game. It might be Parasite Eve. Nah, it's Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics is like, ooh, I love Final Fantasy Tactics. The remaster. Ivalus Chronicles, the remaster. Great. Excellent. Love it. But Parasite Eve 2 is probably my second place. So I'm planting a bomb! Must be locked from the other side. Yeah, well, rectangle on the floor. There's something on the ground. A black card. Legend of Dragoon's very good. I like Legend of Dragoon. What if it's booby-trapped? I don't know how to defuse it. This could be bad. Like, let's do a quick, like, top 5 PlayStation 1 releases. Oh! Sweet Jesus! Fantasy Tactics number 1. Parasite Eve is number 2. Resident Evil 2 is number 3. Xenogears number 4. Reload. I'm gonna be a basic bitch. I'm just gonna say Final Fantasy 7's number 5. I like Final Fantasy 7. You never use that card until the very end. For some reason, that one detail has stuck itself deep in my brain. Gotta play Xenogears? I really like Xenogears. It does have one issue in that it was never finished. The creator of that game has been trying to, like, complete his vision for decades at this point. But he's not allowed to continue. Like, he made Xenogears, and the rights to that are owned by Square. And then eventually he's like, well, I'll make another game, but I'm not allowed to make a new Xenogears because I don't have the rights. So we ended up getting, Xeno Saga. We made 2, 3 of those? But each one of those has their own problems, and, like, he had to keep on ending them before they were ready to be done. And then after that, he started making the Xenoblade games. And, like, all of these have, like, weird through lines, but they're all thematic through lines. He can't revisit characters or story. It is a wild time, that game. The Book of Lamentations. For the most part, parasites are unaware of their dependent role. Kevid. Everyone remembers that from the Bible. But Xenogears, you get real deep into that one, and at the very end, it just turns into, like, a book, basically. Makes me appreciate that Nier guy's ability to get it done. Yeah, Yoko Taro can finish the job. I'm excited. Yoko Taro gets to make a new Neon Genesis Evangelion TV show, which will be pretty sweet. Yeah, no random encounters. I'm okay with that. I can live with no random encounters. I don't know what taking a picture does for me. Do 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 do. Maybe just gotta go put that other key in. Out of bullets! There we go. Down the stairs. Thank you. I worked hard on that HP. Must be locked from the other side. Son of a bitch. Huh. My power might go out from the windstorm. Oh no. God, this needs a quick turn button. What's going on, Zane? I'll do my best. Yeah, the monsters are a little sexy. You like that? You like that? Click, click. I don't know why I shot them. I could have ignored them, right? Just don't see what I'm shooting. I'm just gonna shoot. That's right. The key box in the other room. Yeah, I could have ignored the two in this room. Better not be any monsters in here. Good. No monsters. Weird that this restaurant has keys that operate that as well as the the other part. Power's off. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Oh. Ow! Take that. Thank you. There we go. No, I didn't mean go through. I just wanted you to remove the bar. Well, I guess I'll get bullets now that I'm back out here. Probably a good idea. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Ugh, fucking allergies. Alright, medicine bottle worked out. Some people think they can outsmart me. Maybe. I've yet to meet a man who can outsmart mitochondria. Powerhouse of the cell, motherfucker. Pew pew. Oh. Smile for the camera. As a mark against it, I don't think the range combat in Parasite Eve 2 is especially exciting. No. Again, I think Child Me had the right idea. Like, Parasite Eve 1 had a lot of really cool and interesting ideas. A SWAT member in the fountain. His weapon looks like it's in good condition. Hell yeah, take a grenade launcher. And then Parasite Eve 2 doesn't seem like it has as many interesting or unique ideas to bring to the party. Random encounter. They do exist. Red will turn red again after certain flags. Aha. Yeah. Not technically random, gotcha. Pseudo-random. Oh, the flashlight kills the bug. Interesting. Roof garden. Did I miss a door for roof garden? Some kind of panel here. Maybe if I push this button. Tell me it's not 420. Jesus God! Screw you, little fish. Sounds like someone fun's on the other side. A nice bug killing flashlight in real life, right? I'm playing Icarus, a game Chris would hate. Used to be you had to leave the map after every mission, and it could be justified that the place you were visiting wasn't actually the same place as before. Like the rooms are just randomized? No use for ampule now. No use for spray can now. That would have been for my magic, I guess. Survival crafter, so terrain. Interesting.